Lauren Boebert is in trouble. And I don't just mean that despite the fact that Donald Trump has given her his endorsement in her carpetbagging attempt to stay in Congress, that it doesn't really seem to be helping her necessarily in the polls. No, now I want to talk about the money. Because if you are running in a contested primary like this, you need money to run ads, to get out the vote. And you really need to knock on a lot of doors, because I will remind you, this is not her district, okay? Maybe the people in her original district know her, but this is new territory. And unfortunately, she is raising less money. In the final quarter of 2020, in the first quarter of 2024, she raised $460,000. Now that's a good amount, but this is a big race. Her challengers are also going to be well funded. And that is actually down from the $540,000 that she raised in the last 3 months of 2023. It's far below what she raised in the first quarter of last year, which was $764,000. And what's fascinating to me about that is, one would think that Donald Trump giving you the nod would help you in your fundraising, but it isn't. That may have helped her. It may help to make that number not even lower at this point, but it's certainly not enough to get to the number where she needs it to be. And I will remind you, we're so far from the glory days of Lauren Boebert. Back in 2021 and 2022, she had quarters where she raised between $800,000 and $1 million. Okay, and she's still a sitting congresswoman. She has exactly as much power as she did back in 2021 and 2022. She theoretically could be drawing attention to herself, perhaps by sponsoring legislation, leading some sort of protest over a worthwhile cause. But instead, she's just desperately trying to stay relevant in this new district and not getting the money that she needs. Now, it's not to say that she's not getting any money. We did acknowledge the money that she raised, but let's also acknowledge where she's gotten some of that money from, including from her colleagues in the Freedom Caucus. So she got between $1,000 and $3,300 from people like Representative Mary Miller. Ronnie Jackson, notably, was able to come out of his fog to write a check for her. Anna Paulina Luna, Jim Jordan, Andy Biggs. She even got $400 from George Santos, which is not a lot of money, but it would buy you a cameo from George Santos, so she could do that. But anyway, she isn't worried again, or at least she's not projecting worry. She tweeted, "There's 2 things I'm into right now: springtime yard work and not having the government pee all over our rights." I don't know if I can say the full word, so I'll say pee. Which rights? I don't know. I mean, I could suggest a few. Your right to bodily autonomy has certainly been chipped away at over the last few years. I don't think that's what she's talking about. Oh, we were discovering on the show how your right to actually organize, to protest, your First Amendment rights, those are being stripped away by the Supreme Court. Is she talking about those? I don't think she's talking about those. What rights is she talking about there? I don't know, and I don't think that she does either. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.